Right now, as you walk through the busy streets of your city, everything feels permanent. You believe the walls around you, the roads you walk on, and the civilization you belong to will last forever. But history tells a darker, much more fragile story. Imagine waking up to find that your entire world is about to be wiped off the map, not by war or time, but by the very earth beneath your feet. Welcome to Bygoneverse history. Today, we aren't just looking at ruins, we are stepping into Pompeii on its final normal day, August 24th, 79 AD. Before we reveal the chilling reality of what happened to the people who couldn't escape, hit that subscribe button and join us as we bring the ancient world back to life in 4K cinema. It is dawn in Pompeii, and the city has no idea it is living through its final hours. Within a day, this entire vibrant metropolis will be buried under 20 feet of volcanic ash. But right now, the Mediterranean sun glitters over the Bay of Naples. You're standing at the Marina gate, watching the first light hit the stone-paved streets. The air smells of sea salt, freshly baked bread, and the heavy scent of wood smoke from breakfast fires. To your left, the giant shadow of Mount Vesuvius looms over the city. To the people here, it's just a mountain, a green, peaceful backdrop covered in vineyards. They have no word for volcano because they haven't seen one erupt in centuries. They believe they are eternal. Today, we're walking through a city that feels as solid as New York or London does today. Let's see what ordinary life looked like before the world ended. Pompeii holds roughly 12,000 people crammed into a sophisticated urban grid. This is a city of high-tech engineering. Lead pipes carry water into public fountains, and the streets are designed with raised stepping stones so people can cross without stepping into the rainwater and waste that flows below. Three things matter here. First, the trade economy. Pompeii is a hub for fish sauce, wine, and wool. Second, the social hierarchy. Wealthy elite live in massive villas, while the poor survive in tiny rooms above shops. Third, the tremors. Small earthquakes have been shaking the ground for days. Most people dismiss them as the gods being restless. They've survived tremors before. They believe Pompeii will survive this too. Our journey moves from the Forum at sunrise to the dark streets after the first eruption. 7 stops. One day in a city with no idea what's coming. Our first stop is the Macellum, the marketplace, at mid-morning. The market is already loud and chaotic. Merchants shout prices for fresh Mediterranean fish, olives, and local wine. You see a wealthy woman accompanied by her slaves inspecting the quality of the wool, while a baker nearby argues over the price of grain. Money flows quickly here. A common laborer earns about 5 sesterces a day, enough for bread, some cheap wine, and a seat at the theater. If you want to move efficiently here, you have to navigate the carts and the crowds. There is no separation between the workspace and the street. It is a compressed system where speed and awareness are the only ways to survive. By noon, we move inland to a Thermopolium, the ancient world's version of a fast food restaurant. Pompeii has over 150 of these. They feature L-shaped stone counters with large jars called dolia embedded in them, holding hot stews, lentils, and dried fruits. This is where 99% of the population eats because most homes don't have kitchens. Standing here, you realize how modern this feels. People are grabbing a quick lunch, gossiping about the upcoming gladiator games, and complaining about the heat. Notice the colorful frescoes on the walls, bright reds and yellows showing the very food being served. The city feels alive, humming with the mundane concerns of daily life. No one looks at the mountain. No one hears the deep rumble growing beneath the stones. As the heat of the afternoon peaks,
we visit the House of the Faun, one of the most luxurious villas in the Roman Empire. This is a different Pompeii. Here, the noise of the street fades behind thick stone walls. You walk through an atrium where rain falls into a central pool, cooling the air. The floors are covered in millions of tiny mosaic tiles depicting epic battles. The owner is a man of immense wealth, reading a scroll from Rome, worried about his political connections, not his life. To him, the tremors are just an annoyance that might crack his expensive plaster. He believes his stone house and his status make him untouchable. But nature doesn't care about rank.
Crossing the city toward the great theater, the atmosphere shifts. 6,000 people are packed into the stone tiers. They are watching a comedy, laughing at actors in masks. The acoustics are perfect. Even from the back row, you can hear every word. But suddenly, the laughter stops. A massive jolt shakes the ground, larger than any before. Dust falls from the theater roof. People look around, startled, but then the play continues. They've learned to live with the Earth's temper. If you're enjoying this immersive reconstruction and want to see more of history's lost moments, consider subscribing to Bygoneverse History. It helps us keep these worlds alive. By late afternoon, we reach the gladiator barracks. Men are training, the sound of wooden swords striking shields echoing in the courtyard. These are the celebrities of Pompeii, their names scratched into the walls by adoring fans. But even here, there is tension. The birds have gone silent. The dogs are barking at nothing. To the east, at the port of Pompeii, sailors are noticing the tide pulling back strangely, leaving fish flopping on the dry seabed. Something is wrong, but the system of the city is too heavy to stop. People are still buying wine, still counting coins, still planning for tomorrow. At 1 p.m., the mountain finally breaks. A massive explosion, equivalent to 100,000 Hiroshima bombs, blasts a hole through the top of Vesuvius. A column of ash and pumice screams 20 miles into the sky. Day turns to blackest night. In the streets after dark, panic finally takes hold. Torches
the walls are cracking
as people
children
try to
protect them.
navigate streets now covered
Stay
in
close.
falling rocks. Some hide in their basements, believing their stone walls will protect them. They don't know that the weight of the ash will soon collapse their roofs. Others run toward the sea, only to find the waves too violent to board ships. The air is thick with the smell of sulfur and the fine gray dust that clogs the lungs. The city that felt eternal is now a trap. By dawn the next day, Pompeii is gone. It is a world of gray silence. The people who stayed are now statues of ash, frozen in their final moments. A father shielding his family, a dog chained to a post, a miser clutching his gold. How do we know this? We have the letters of Pliny the Younger, who watched it happen. We have the plaster casts that reveal the expressions of the victims. We have the carbonized bread still in the ovens. We can reconstruct every detail of their lives, from the taxes they paid to the graffiti they wrote on the walls. History is not a lost world, it is a foundation. Pompeii teaches us that no matter how advanced our cities become, we are always at the mercy of the planet we live on. The city sleeps now under layers of volcanic stone. The last torches have gone out. The Bay of Naples flows on, indifferent to the empire that once ruled its shores. This was the last normal day. No one knew it. No one ever does. If this reconstruction helped you see the fragility of our world differently, leave a comment and tell us which part of Pompeii surprised you most.
Subscribe for our next journey into the shadows of the past. For now, the ash has settled. Thank you for walking these streets with us. In our next journey, we'll walk through another city that believed it was untouchable.